Hey, good morning, early birds. Not even 5 o'clock yet this morning. Okay, so this week we are diving into food in our Back to Basics. You will quickly find that what you fuel your body with is a much bigger chunk of seeing results than just your workouts alone. Last week we talked about workouts, so this week we're going to talk about food. And the first tip for today that I'm going to give you guys is really probably pretty logical, but sometimes it just helps to hear it over and over again, right? So the first tip that I'm giving you guys for this week is on shopping. When you go to the grocery store, you want to get as much of your food from the perimeter of the grocery store as possible. You want to get fresh vegetables, you want to get fresh fruits, you want to go to the meat department and get as much fresh meat as possible. I say fresh meat, of course it's frozen, but you want to your dairy, you want all of that to come from the outside aisles. Once you start going down and in and about the aisles, you're running into your boxed foods, your prepped foods, I guess, your canned foods, your throw it in the microwave bag style foods, right? You're getting into more processed foods. The more you can stay natural, the better off you're gonna be. You're not gonna have added sugars, you're not gonna have added sodium, you're not gonna have added whatever chemical they're using to preserve the foods. So that is key when you are starting. As we talk this week, I'm gonna reiterate this a lot, but what works for one person doesn't necessarily work for everybody. But the one thing that I have found to be universal is sticking with clean, as close to natural foods as possible. Yes, it's super convenient to pick up a jar of something and just toss it in a pan, but convenient isn't always the best. It doesn't give you the energy that you need. It doesn't satisfy you the way that it should. Oh, so let me address that real quick since we're talking shopping. I hear a lot from people that shopping that way, clean, getting whole natural products, is more expensive. And I've thought about it a lot, and I've kind of compared my bills back and forth quite a bit. And the answer is it's yes and no. That I find that to be true, but not really true. Per item, it is more expensive, especially if you're going towards your organic vegetables and fruits. They do cost a little bit more. However, you will quickly find that these real whole foods keep you satisfied longer, so you're not having to buy as much. Think about your pantry right now. Think about all the snacks. I'm going to think back to what ours used to look like. It would be filled with fruit snacks and cookies and bags of chips and quick warm up little like Chef Boyardee little single cups and more gosh, we had so many chips, loads of cereals. It's kind of hard to think back to what all a lot of like Capri Suns and fruit juices and pouches. And here's what I remember is that we were constantly going in the pantry and grabbing something real quick and just sitting and snacking and eating and sending the kids into the pantry to just grab something and snack, like all the time. Pretty much now, there's not really snacking that happens a lot at our house because we're full, we're sustained from the foods that we eat. I do have scheduled snacks in my daily menu. I eat peppers and hummus, or cottage cheese, or Greek yogurt, but it's not a constant all day long little wrappers of stuff all over the house and people crunching and munching on things. We're not always hungry. We're not always looking for something to eat. So yes, per item, you might find that you're spending more, but you will find that you're spending far less total because you don't have all those snacky things going on. So that's it for today, is Whole Real Foods, shopping the perimeter of the grocery store, getting foods as close to their natural state as possible, and then preparing it the way that you want to prepare it. All right, that is it for today. I will check back in with you tomorrow with food tip number 2. Have a great day.